When we were younger, for a lot of us, and a lot of you are still young, your grandmothers wore hats when they were in the sun. Your grandmothers wore gloves. They wore long sleeves in the summer. They were sheer, but it was to protect your skin. Now we're in an environment where not only is the ozone layer having an effect because of all of the chemicals that are being shot up in the air, and it's breaking down the purity of the air we breathe, we've got to contend with the foods that we're taking in because the soil's not as pure as it used to. Farmers are being paid not to grow good food. And then they're being paid to grow synthetic food. So the synthetic food and the synthetic seeds produces a certain food that's not pure as it used to be. My son and daughter showed me a trailer for upcoming attraction. It's called Dark World. How many of you have seen the trailer?
Bill Dukes.
Yes, Bill Dukes. It's supposed to air in the fall. Now, there's always been a theme of color and about color in our communities. But one thing that's always been consistent is that we are the most beautiful people on the planet. And the gift that we have is that assortment of color that we produce. And I didn't understand it when I was 9 years old. Somebody always said the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And I didn't understand what that meant. I was an adult before I understood exactly what that meant. But the blacker the skin is what my mother told me, the more radiant and beautiful. And she was a fair-skinned woman. But because we span the gamut in complexions, from looking light bright, darn near white, to being black as 12 midnights, everybody was beautiful. Every complexion was beautiful. And when you looked in the mirror, there were no blemishes. There were no scars, unless someone, I have one aunt who was challenged with keloids. And she thought that if she had surgery to cut it out, it would take care of it, and it brought it back larger every time. Because her skin was a consistency that naturally keloids. So when you have people who are trying to sell you things, you want to look for, how does it benefit me? And how will it help me achieve my goal as far as great skincare? So you want to look at cleansers. We'll bring it back home to great cleansers. If you have oily skin, typically you're told to use a gel. It depends on the consistency of that gel, because gels can be harsh, even on oily skin. What they do is strip the oil from the skin, but sometimes it strips too much oil from your skin. If you take a bath and the water is too hot, you have just damaged your skin, because you are pulling the natural oils from your skin, which means you've got to get out of the tub, and then you've got to come back and hydrate your skin to try to put that oil back in that you just pulled out. Yes.
I'm sorry to interject. I do that, but I like the steam for the sweat from my skin. So can I continue to do that and just add olive oil to the water? Would that help to do some damage control? Because I know that that's a habit for me.
It's a habit. How about just going to a steam room for 3 minutes?
Well, I like to do sweats too, and the sweat lodge.
Sweat lodge is different. Sweat lodge is completely different, because you're going to go in and you're not sitting in the water.
Right.
And see, what happens in the water, you're in this, it's like you're putting yourself into a boiling pot. And you're sitting there, and your skin is being subjected to all of the heat. So it's looking for a way to breathe, and the oil just starts to flow. So when you step out, you're dry. But a steam room or a sauna or a sweat lodge, you're still clothed in sweat lodges for the most part. In steam rooms and saunas, you're not immersed into the water, and you don't stay as long. Because a bath, there's nothing like a hot bath.
An hour in the bath.
Exactly. So you get out looking like a prune. And you look like the prune because you just lost your natural oils to the water. They've gone down the drain with the water. So if you're looking for that type of effect, a good steam and sauna, or the sweat lodge, which is the most natural. The last sweat lodge I did was about 2.5 years ago. And it took me to another world. And it will, but you were fully clothed and not see. You had the fire that was and you still have that naturalness. Your skin's not immersed in the water. So when you cleanse your face, use warm water. Warm. And if you can find a natural sponge, that's even better, because washcloths, they're like a natural exfoliant. And you're exfoliating your face every day if you use a washcloth. But a natural sponge is going to be more gentle to your skin. And that's whether it's your face or your body. Cream cleansers are more gentle for your skin. They don't work for everyone. No product works for everybody. But a cream cleanser is going to be something that's gentle, and it's not going to have harsh detergents in it. That's going to strip your skin as well. Toners, most people, especially friends who are dermatologists, they say, oh, you don't need a toner as a black woman. But toners actually bring your skin's pH balance back level. So when you cleanse, you're removing dirt and you're using a product to do it. Something has to give your skin that natural balance. And toners are mild. There's a difference in a toner and an astringent. An astringent is just that. It's stripping out. Typically, oily skin uses it. But you don't need to stand in a mirror for 5 and 10 minutes if you're having to have an astringent and just keep wiping and keep wiping and keep wiping your face. And when you use toners or astringents, a good way to save your product is to wet the cotton swab, cotton square, or cotton ball with water, warm water. Then you add your toner to the moist cotton ball. Squeeze it out, but you add your toner, and then you just go over your face. And that's also adding moisture. You come back with a moisturizer. And oily skin needs moisturizing. You just have to find a moisturizer that's good for the skin, oily skin in particular. If moisturizer can have avocado, aloe, rose essential oil. Those are all skin foods. And you're nourishing your skin as you are applying the moisturizer. And the moisturizer is going to help with dehydrated skin. It's going to help with dry skin. It's going to help with mature skin, sensitive skin, normal skin. Moisturizers are great, and you need a moisturizer in the summer as well as the winter. And what happens is there are conditions with the skin that will change the product that you use from summer to winter. Because a winter product is going to be too heavy for summer.